Well, hello and welcome everyone to the Crazy Cash Club Update webinar for Thursday. My name is Roger McIntyre. My business partner and best friend is Martin Morse, and we'll have doing most of the presentation for you today. We got some pretty good updates for you. We're sure you're going to like. We're going to try to get started on time to respect your time. We do appreciate very much you coming. So without any further delay, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to my buddy Martin. Martin?
All right, thank you, Roger, and thank you, everybody, for coming to the Thursday webinar. Going to have some good announcements for you, and so some of these you may want to write down, and so we'll just jump right into that. Okay, so we got the official day that we're going to open the door. We're thinking Saturday, Sunday. We're actually going to do it Monday. So Monday we are going to open it up to the public. So I'm just waiting for the programmers, so they'll go ahead and activate that link there, and then people can click on registration. We're going to also change it on the front page and add a bigger join now button so they can't miss that one. So it's really easy to it. And then people can join up right from the main page. So that's what's going to be happening on Monday. Then we're going to let y'all start bringing anybody in that you want to bring in. Of course, if they purchase anything, you'll get you get your commissions for that. We're actually going to be adding some new products in here over the weekend too. So that's going to be really good. Mostly like with leads and things of that nature that people can use. What we're also going to do is we're working on the back portion of it. We're going to introduce some videos and some more information. So let me show you this part here first. Okay, so here's one of my test back offices here. Now you know you have the member news here. Okay, these are being worked on, changed right now. This one is. They're going to start being updated at least once a week. So you'll be able to come in here and see this here. And we're talking about the that we're getting ready to open the doors to everybody. So you can go back there and look at that. Then we have for the new members. And here we're mostly talking about advertising. And if they want a phone consultation, those are free. They'll be able to get that. And so we can talk to them about the different types of advertising. We're also going to have some links here that you'll see that if they're a business owner, watch this video. If they're in a program or they're a program owner, watch this video. If they're an affiliate marketer or they have a product or service to sell, watch this video. And then we'll have another one that goes if they're interested in being an affiliate to take them there. But we're going to be educating these people on business blasters, what we can do for them, and this is also how we'll be able to start bringing in some of our high-end products, the ones that will make you a lot of commission just on single sales. You'll just do one sell, make hundreds and hundreds of dollars, in some cases even more, and I'll talk about that. I'm going to brag on one of our members tonight too, so she's been really busy doing stuff, you know, and show you some potential that you got to look forward to now that we're about to open up the doors. Okay, so the reason we're going to do it this way is advertising for each person is different, and some want custom and some won't. Some people just won't have a advertising budget, so we're going to have ways for them to get videos where they can kind of do it on their own, and then when they start making some money, they want to start saving some time, they can hire us to do it for them, and when they do, that's going to make you money. So this way we're going to have a lot of happy clients and not just happy affiliates, okay, which will make the affiliates more money anyway. So it's going to work out really, really good. So that's the one, if you want to keep your eye on that, that's what we're back under member news. And we're also going to be changing the email for the new members when they sign up and say, don't forget to check member news. Has instructions for you if you're a business owner or if you're in a program, blah, blah, blah. Like that. So we're going to put all that in there as well, and they'll be able to go back here and know that they need to click on this right here, and anything we need to change on the dashboard we'll do as well. We might even have a little scroll bar going across say don't forget to check member news, especially if you're new, and a little smiling face or something and say business blasters, so call attention coming up here. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. I did show this to you before, but I'll show it again in case you didn't see one, or you weren't at the last webinars, or you didn't watch the recording. On the support tickets, it says, "Dear member, if your support ticket shows open then it has not been answered yet. When we answer a support ticket, we close it. To see your answer, click on the subject of the closed ticket, and you will see your answer below your answer below your question. So when you have a closed ticket, you're going to see what your subject was, what you typed on. If you go over your subject, it'll do this number. It'll become active. You can click on it. Then you're going to see your question. Like, let's say this is your question. You scroll down below it, you'll see our answer. So a lot of people, when we were closing it, they thought we were closing it without answering. No, it was answered, but this system wasn't set up to have like a pending. So that's something we're going to be checking into also. But this explains it right here. So you know, if you did send us a ticket and it says closed, you just go to closed tickets, click on the subject, and you'll find our answer. If it says open, if the ticket is still open, that means it has not been completed yet. So you know it hasn't been answered. Okay, so this lets you know that. We're going to try to change it like some of the other ones where they say it has open, then it will say paused, and then closed. Pause means waiting for your reply. That means we did something, and now it's paused until you answer us back because we have a question for you. And then when you answer that, it goes back to being open again. And then that would be a much better system. So that's one thing we'll be working on, but we're going to do that later because of the fact that it will take some time, and I want us to get started right away, and this can be done at a later date. Okay? Alrighty, so let's see here. Okay, some people were asking about the co-op. The co-op's going to start next month. It's going to run for 30 days, and we have two separate co-ops. We have a co-op for the VIP members. So if you're a VIP member, you don't have to do anything to get in the co-op. We're automatically going to add you to the rotator. And so what's a rotator? A rotator is where we're going to have one advertising page and different, paid advertising toward that page. People get excited, they click the link so they can join, and whoever's at the top of the rotator at that time is going to go to their page. So let's say Susan's there, and let's say you're John. So let's say when it first comes up, there's Susan. If someone clicks it, they go to Susan's page. Next person that sees it, since it rotated you up to the top, then it's going to, if they click, then they click on you, it goes to your page, it goes to John's page because you're John, okay? And that's how that would work. If you have multiple seats, let's say your name's John, and it rotates you to the top, someone clicks it, there's John. Next person comes up, they click it, that's John again. Next person sees the page, they click it, it goes to John, and the fourth person that sees it, clicks it, it goes to John. So John just had 4 people in a row look at his page, okay? And then it scrolls down to the next person, or it scrolls up. Each person, the rotator goes up. If they have 1 seat, it's 1 time. They have 2 seats, it'll be 2 times. If it's 3 seats, it's about 3 times. And that's how that works. When it gets to the end of the rotator, then it goes back and starts over again at the top. So it constantly rotates through there. So that way everyone gets some exposure. The people who have more seats get more exposure, just like I showed you there. So so that's how the rotator works in the co-op. So what it is, when people purchase seats in the co-op, that's where it goes to, and then we take a lot of money for the different types of advertising to get them to get that there. And this one we are going to do some. We're going to do mostly email, but we are going to do some displays. So we're going to do some testing there. We're going to find out which ones work the best, and then so next month when we do it again, I mean after this 30 days of this running, and it looks good, our next co-op will be able to increase the number of people that can join. There's still a few seats left if you're interested, because we had some people saying they couldn't find it. So I'm going to show you how to find it here, okay? Alrighty, where are we at? Okay, so this is your back office. Once you log in, always log in first, okay? Once you log in, then you can click on Home, and then you want to click on All Products. So click on All Products, and here's the BB Affiliate category. Products for business blasters, affiliates, to help them grow their BB business, co-ops, advertising, etc. So if you click on here, if we have anything for you at the time, then you'll see a product here. So right now we just got the co-op. It's $25 per seat. So you click on that. There you go. And this has to be changed here because we're only allowed 4 seats on here. That's what we said here. When they did the quantity, they forgot to add that in there. So we'll have them work on that too. But try to keep it to 4, please. Don't do 5 and stuff. We want everyone to have enough there, because every time you buy, if you buy 4 seats, that's 4 seats away from the co-op that we're not going to sell to somebody else. Okay. Because the first co-op, we're going to have to limit it the size, because we want the advertising to be effective enough for everybody in the co-op. If it's really effective, then next month when we let people into the co-op, which will probably more people want to participate again, then we'll let more people in. So we're close to filling this up right now. But please try not to do more than 4. Okay, just to give everyone a fair chance at it. Okay. So once you see that there, and then made a little video, so click on videos below. If you want to watch a little video, it kind of goes over a little bit about a co-op. Okay, that's all that's for. If you want it, then you can add it to your cart. And for time constraints, this is what we also did here too. So if you do 4, see how it goes to $100. At this point, we can only accept credit card for this product here. We can't do commissions. The commissions are working good, but when they try to activate the commissions here, it was interfering with the membership commissions, where you can pay for your memberships with your commissions, and we didn't want to mess up the membership commissions because there are going to be people buying memberships too. So for this co-op, you have to use a credit card. So I'm sorry about that. On our next co-op, we'll try to get it set up. So if you have commissions, you can use the commissions as well. Okay. But for right now, due to that error, this would have been taking a lot more work to get it going, and I don't want to stop our launch. So I want us to go public so we can start bringing more people in, so you start making more money, and we can give you bigger commissions and get that out to you. Okay, but that's how you would do it, and then you just go ahead and proceed to checkout, and there you go. Okay, all righty. So we got that there. Again, since we're going live, remember, you got 2 referral links. The first referral link takes you to the main page. The second referral link takes you to the sign-up page. So if the only time you would really use this link here is if you're doing advertising. Let's say you have your own web page that tells all about it, and you want them, they're ready to sign up now, and you want them to go to the Business Blaster sign-up page. Then that's when you would use this one. But if you're just trying to get people to go to Business Blaster, look at the main page and see what's going on there, then you use the first one. Alrighty, and this is the main one that 99.99% of you will be using, just this one right here. You can also, if you want to do tiny URLs and stuff like that, you can. Do not use this one if you're doing email advertising, okay? Don't put your link down like that, because we don't want to get accused of spam, okay? If you're going to zip it or go to a tiny URL or something like that, let's see here. Okay, this is tiny URL. They got bit.ly and some other little places that you can go to as well. Also, if you pay for your own domain name, you can actually forward that as well. But this is how it works here. Okay, so go here and you would type in your URL like that. That's the Make Tiny button. You can just click it, or if you want to say tiny, it's going to show up as tinyurl.com. And if you want to do something, let's say BB now. Let's see if that's available. And actually, I would do it this way. BB, like BB now. So make tiny. Let's see. So that's not available. Somebody already has that one. So you do it again. Let's say BB for you. Let's see what that does. Well, someone's got it. You guys have been busy, so a lot of you do know about this already. Okay, let's just say BB BB for all. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Error on the page. Sorry, there's an error on the page. Okay, there we go. Let's say BB is for you. Let's say we did something like that. Make tiny. Okay, now that one worked. So it took this one here and it made a small one. BB is for you. So if you took that one and you put it into a browser, that's the preview. I don't want the preview. That's the one I want. Don't need the preview. So you go BB is for you, and that's where it's going to take them right there, right? And so that's an important thing to remember. If you're going to be doing email advertising, please use a redirect. Don't do the business one. And that's just not that I think you guys are going to spam, but sometimes someone might try to fool you and say, oh, this is a good list, we'll do it for you. And then when you send it, guess what? A bunch of people say, hey, I'm being spammed, and they're going to put down the site that's being spammed, and we don't want to get people coming up and saying our site's spamming, even though it's coming from their email address or yours. Okay, so that's an important thing, and all of this is important since we're getting ready to start here, okay? All righty. So anyway, so we went over the co-op. I showed you how to get to it, how to purchase it. So you do want to purchase it. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the weekend it's going to be filled, if not sooner, but we'll find out. Let's see here. I do promise you the next one we'll be able to let more people into the co-op, okay? And we'll do that on our next co-op, and then it should each co-op should get better and better. I have noticed that some people now are upgrading their memberships because, like we said before, we open the doors where we are raising the prices of the memberships. So some people I've seen got actually seats in the co-op, and they've also like moved up to like a silver membership or gold or platinum, and so that's be the time to do it, because once we raise the prices, then anyone who has the original prices, of course, you're going to be grandfathered in at that price. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Again, everyone is out there to you have it until May 15th. We've increased that for free, except for new members right now. Anyone who buys a membership right now, they start it with 60 days. So they'll go up until I think the 24th of May if anyone has a new purchase now. So that's going to take it out there farther. So it should be really exciting. So this way we can see how well you're doing, make sure there's no errors with the site as you bring people in. So when you start Monday, when you start doing it, check it out first, make sure it is working before you advertise on Monday. And the way you would do that would be, let me log out. This is how you can tell. If you hit register, and like I said, we're going to put a button down here, by the way, in here. But if you hit register, I'm sorry, someone was trying to Skype me right then. And you'll see something like this. Registration is closed for some time. That's not very good English. Sorry about that. But we have it turned off right now. So it'll just take you back to the main page, okay? So now if it takes you to the registration page, then you're going to be good to go, okay? And you'll see, okay, now it's working. So that's what we'll be doing here, okay? So check it first, because if you're doing your own advertising, especially if you're going to be paying for some advertising somewhere, please make sure this is working first, you know, and because if someone goes to your website and they can't register, they can't sign up underneath you, and then it's just wasted money and wasted time on your part, okay? It's a good time to also get with your downline who are still members and stuff like that, and say, hey, you know, watch this recorded webinar. Of course, the recorded webinar will always be at crazycashclubupdates.com, and they'll be able to click right here. Where it's right here, it says 19 March, but it's going to be 24 March. Okay. For today, and tell them to watch the recorded webinar so they can get all the information there. Okay, also, let's see here. Oh yeah, I also have this up here, the 19 March, for this new 19 March Business Blasters business training. So we got the two types of training in here. We got the part 1 and the part 2 for how to get individuals. So this was how you get people in for free, especially if they're in a business opportunity type program. It tells you how to do it, how to find their names, where to go, how to approach maybe an online business that supports that type of agency. So these are two good trainings. You can watch both of them. There's some who and how to promote. That's a little email we wrote as an example. Watch this first, and then you see how you can use that. And then, of course, we had the one from January where we're talking about approaching a business. Okay, so we got that there. All right, now let me check something here. That's a good thing to watch too, because when you start talking to people, you don't have to sell it. You're helping them with their business, and that's why this works. Okay, so just take a look at that. And remember, those of you that do stuff like this, you're going to do a lot better. And since we're just starting to bring in the public now, what's going to happen is you guys are all entrenched at the top, right? You're at the beginning of all this, and so later on you'll be the mastermind. You'll be the ones, the affiliates that make the highest commissions too, right? Because that's how they work, you know. And you can even go after big commissions immediately. Okay, let me check some here for you. Let's see here. Okay. Just going through my notes too. Let's see here. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff on here. We're really busy over here right now, getting everything completed. Just for some of you who may not know, one of the programmers was in a serious accident, and I don't have all the details with it. Our programmers are in India. That's where we work with them, and that's another reason why we work real late at night and stuff too, so we can be in contact with them. But one of the programmers had a very serious accident, so and he went through surgery. The surgery went through fine, so everything went through fine, and so that he's going to be okay. So that's a good thing. His family was there, and they were all scared and everything. But he went through the surgery, so that's going to be fine. Now, on another note, our main programmer decided he wants to get married. So he's getting married on the 26th. He's going to be gone about 15 days. So he's been briefing a couple other programmers. They're going to be stepping in and taking over our account while we're doing this. So anything that happens, we're going to get over there to the new people. And so he's a young guy. So this is the first time he ever got married, and he's all excited about it. So we told him congratulations and everything too. So that was really two good things. At least the program who was hurt, he's going to be okay, and he's going to he'll be well. He probably won't be back to work for about a month, but he's going to be okay. And then of course, actually Simran is the program who's getting married. So congratulations to him. And he'll be getting married on the 26th. So that's another cool thing to let you know about. Alrighty. So anyway, so we got a lot of stuff happening over the weekend. So Monday we're going to start. Again, like I said, test it. Make sure the registration link is working, or the new Join Now button that you see on the page. Make sure that takes you where you're supposed to go, and you can and see the registration form to make sure it's working before you do any type of, especially paid advertising. Okay, you have other people you want to introduce to it, that's fine. Just make sure that they just make sure it works for them too. Okay, we want to make sure they get a good experience when they sign up. We're going to give them a little more information on the when they do sign up on their welcome letter, and tell them some stuff to look at right away so they can get the most out of Business Blasters, and encourage them. I'm going to encourage everyone at least to start off and get themselves bronze membership because of the fact that with the bronze membership, it will activate their 100% matching bonus, and we'll introduce them to that fact, and that it gives them access to all the software and on different topics and ebooks and stuff like that. And a lot of you, like I said, and all of you right now, you're all your bronze membership has been working since day one, and a lot of you had downloaded thousands of dollars worth of ebooks already, and script and videos. So remember, that's part of your membership, and we gave you all free membership all the way to May 15th. So go ahead and take advantage of that, and you can resell that, and you can use it. It's all up to you, but you don't have to pay $19.95 a piece for it. You get it free with your bronze membership. Most of them with the bronze, silver, gold, and platinum also gives you some even a lot more for free, or all of them for free. So you can just try that when you go in there. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Okay, the way that some people didn't realize that how that works. So that's another explanation we're going to be putting in the back office. When you log in, here, let me get this over here real fast here. Sorry about that. Some people didn't realize how they could get it for free. They didn't realize it was the bronze membership was working. So, so we had a few people ask about that, and so we're going to go ahead. Okay, just logged in my back office. This is how it works. If as long as you're a bronze member, you log into your, oh, hold on a second. Okay, real fast, Roger, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it fine now.
Okay, yeah, I had a pop-up, and a pop-up pauses the screen automatically. Someone was trying to contact me. Okay, so here you are here. You have to log into your back office first. Once you log in your back office, then you can click on home. That's how I would do it. Click on all products, and then let's check out the ebooks with resale rights. Remember, you can resell all these. I mean, there's page after page after page. There's a lot of good things here, and you can just let's jump over to another page. It just goes on and on. There's just page after page. So let's say you wanted one. Okay, so you click on this here. See, it's $19.97, right? And you say, well, I'm a bronze member. I should get that free, right? It says, and it says you get full magistrate rights, blah, blah, blah. If you're a bronze membership or higher, this product is free. Then you're saying, well, why does it say $19.97, right? Well, edit the cart. Okay. And look here, once you edit the cart, it's $19.97. Discounts $19.97. Grand total is 0. And then you would just proceed to checkout. It says, and submit form. See, it's still 0 right there. And you don't have to pay for it, so there's no options to pay for it. So you just submit your order. And it says you'll be rejected, and here you are, and click on to log into your account. That's what it says. So I log into my account now, right? I just purchased it. I went into my account. It cost me $0. And I go down here to my downloads. All right. And there it is. There's my new downloads. It tells you you're allowed unlimited. If you download it, it'll tell you. And it expires. That's this one. That's a different one, because I got rid of that one. But you see, you go here, and you want to, that's the one we just got right here. 2. And then see how it brought it down here? Brings it down to a folder. Oh, you can't see the folder. I clicked on it. it opened up my you can't see it. It opened up my my zip phone because it's in zip format. So you can just go there and do that, and you can do that, and you can do that, and you can get a whole bunch of them. The list will just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and when you click on it, it'll bring that up there for you. Okay. All righty. All right, but that's how you get to it. So whenever you go to your dashboard, anytime you purchase those, it's under downloads, and then you just click on it, and it'll open up your zip thing. You can save it to wherever you are on the computer. It also has a full website with it too. So if you want to put up a website and sell that product over and over again, just sell the ebook portion of it, you can, and you can charge what you want to, and everything's good that way. Or you can sell the whole thing and tell other people they can set up their own websites and stuff like that as well, and they can sell it. We do give you the resale rights with those programs. All right, so I think that's answered that question. Did I miss any of the questions, Roger, that we were supposed to run over from our members?
No, there's been a few questions, but you didn't. You've gone over quite a lot. The questions, once you said the L word launch, that raised a whole bunch of questions, and many members want to know what time on Mondays. And we don't really have a time set, but we're going to be sending out emails too.
Yeah, well, once we launch on Monday, we're going to also go to the Facebook group. So make sure if you're not part of the Facebook group, when you go into this one, when you go to where we do all the webinars, where we put the past recorded ones, it's right here. Click here, opens a new window, so you can join the official Facebook group. It's the only Facebook group that's official that we recognize. We don't recognize any other group than this one here. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I'll let you all know when this starts. But what we're going to be doing, we're going to start changing our webinars. So we're going to have a Crazy Cash Club webinar on Saturdays, and we're going to have a Business Blaster webinar that's going to be on Thursdays. So instead of having two for Crazy Cash Club, we're just going to have one. So the Crazy Cash Club one, we're still going to be updating here, and we'll talk about Crazy Cash Club and Business Blasters. But the one we're going to do, we're going to have it set up where we're going to have webinar set up through GoToWebinar as well for Business Blasters, which will be done on Thursday. So I want you to think about that, because I'm going to talk to you all on Saturday, let the people on Saturday know and find out if that's how you like it. Would you rather have the Business Blasters one on Thursdays and the Crazy Cash Club normal one on Saturdays, or vice versa? Would you rather have Crazy Cash Club on Thursdays and then the Business Blasters on Saturdays? And I'll try to think about that, and especially think about it as a business person, which one would be more convenient, because it's going to be the same times. Saturday, more people can go there, but I'm not for sure which one everyone likes best. So you think about that, and we're going to ask you on Saturday and see what you have to say about that. Should Business Blasters webinar be done on Thursdays or Saturday, and should the Crazy Cash Club webinar be done on Thursday or Saturday? So we'll still have two webinars, but we want to separate it because we're going to have a lot of new people coming directly into Business Blasters. A lot of them are going to be business owners too, or entrepreneurs that just started. And we're going to introduce them to the Business Blaster affiliate program, because they can, as long as they start bringing people in, they can start earning commissions. And of course, if you brought that person in, you're getting 100% matching bonus. So you definitely want them to get busy, because they make a lot of money. You get a lot of money as a 100% matching bonus, right? Without doing anything. And that's what everybody likes. So so we have a lot of different things we'll be going here. We'll have a place for them to watch the videos on Business Blasters. And so in case they missed the webinar for Business Blasters, they can do that. And of course, if you attend, you'll be able to see it as well. So we're going to have two separate ones, and then that way Each one gets done once a week, one on Thursday and one on Saturday. So I think it's going to help Business Blasters grow a lot faster, but I want to see what's convenient with you guys since you all were the ones to help us. Also, I'm going to talk about what you can do with Business Blasters too. And so we have one of our, I won't say the last name, but we have one of our members. Her name is Dawn. She's a really nice lady, and she's out there doing stuff. And she doesn't also just look at the little stuff. She looks at the big things. She looks at the big companies and stuff like that. And we're going to have a meeting coming up next week with the CEO of one of these companies. So, and this company, of course, I can't give you all the details on there, but they're going to have a very large marketing budget. They're building over $1 million marketing budget. So, if after talking with them, and because Dawn's been talking, actually got to talk with the CEO. And that's what's bringing us together. So we get something like that. That could be a very, very large marketing setup, or at least grow to it. And Don's going to be the one that's going to get a lot of commissions from that, just for introducing them to Business Blasters. So, and that's one thing we'll help each and every one of you too. If you have someone you're working on, they have a business, maybe it's like even they own their own program. They're looking for people to join the program. But they're the owner, either me or Roger would be happy to speak with that person. And you just contact us, and if you can't get them signed with Business Blasters with you, just so they'll be in there. But if not, like here, we'll talk to them for you and see what they need. And we know, based on what they're doing, we know what they need, as far as advertising and something that's really effective. If it's really, really huge, and it's something, let's say, with a very large corporation, of course, we have our partners out there, our advertising partners that we can go to and do a joint advertising campaign. And those can be very, very, very productive. That's where you can start off saying, like I told you before, like, okay, I want $100,000 down, and we want to receive a percentage of the commissions each week until we've earned $1 million. So that would be $1,100,000, and I would like to have your share of the $100,000 right there, just for that one, and then have all that money coming each and every month until that $1 million is earned. You want your share of $1 million, all for one thing. You see, that's what's really cool. And so don't be afraid, if you have a chance to contact, because you don't try to sell your business to them. You try to help them grow their business. The focus is their business, what they want. If you get to know what they want, they talking to you, find out what they want. That's what you talk to. You talk to that want that they need, or their want or needs, and then and say, yeah, we know we can help you do that. There's a company called Business Blasters. I'm the official affiliate for them, and I help them I help businesses by introducing them to Business Blasters, and then they may ask you a few questions, but look, I can I can get a hold of the CEO or the president of the company, and they'll be happy to speak with you. And that's what they're looking for. And then we work together and get an appointment going. So even if we don't get every one of those, you just hit one of those, and it's going to bring a lot of money for you. So so we're really excited to see. Hopefully this will go through with Don's contact. And if Don's contact goes through, then she's going to get a lot of commission off of that one. And I don't know who Don's sponsor is, but I think their sponsor is going to be pretty happy too, because if, at least as long as her sponsor is a bronze member or higher, they get the 100% matching bonus off of that. That's pretty good too. And so remember, it might be someone you brought in who happens to know one person and puts the bug in their ear, and guess what? We get a big one for them. So even though we're going to dedicate ourselves mostly to the entrepreneur and the individual, we're not going to turn down $1 million or a multi-million-dollar campaign, right? We're gonna jump on that too. So that's stuff you can look for. That's what I mean. You can go to these and look at these programs. You can look at these businesses. And then, of course, you got your local businesses too. So there's all sorts of opportunities out there with Business Blasters, and all it really comes down to is an introduction between them and us. And you're the in between doing the introduction, but you're the ones that get the commission. So I thought that was really cool, so I wanted to share that with you. Alrighty, but really that's all I got for today, other than getting ready for Monday. Roger, anything else you want to add at this point?
Oh, I just realized my microphone was on. I hope I wasn't too loud. But yeah, I just wanted to point out one thing. There seems to be a bit of confusion. I think we mentioned it on the last webinar, but maybe not clear enough. Those of you that are top 5% members, excuse me, or VIP members, whatever you want to call it, they have their own co-op. You have your own co-op, and you don't need to do anything. We have your username, and that's all we need is your affiliate URL. And you don't need to do anything. You have your own free seat co-op. This co-op that's for sale is seats for this co-op is a different co-op. You are not excluded as a top 5% member from purchasing seats, but as Martin mentioned, keep in mind this is for people that maybe didn't achieve that and just want to get out there really strong on the launch, and that's what will be happening. So don't worry, if you're a top 5% member, you still have a free seat in the co-op. As we said, you have your own co-op. This is an additional co-op. Just wanted to point that one point out. And there was some talk a couple webinars ago, maybe I could get Martin to go over that again, about a co-op in the future. I don't know if it's the next one where there's going to be many seats available and members will be able to purchase many seats or something. I believe we talked about that. Unfortunately, I spend most of my time answering questions in these webinars, and I didn't catch it if you talked about it. But aside from that, I really have nothing else. Just so you know that if you're a top 5% member, you still have a seat in a co-op, your own co-op. And we will be sending out emails about the launch and be more clear about exactly when. And so aside from that, I've got nothing else, Martin. Hand it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Roger. And yeah, with that, again, the product for the 12 seats, where we're for 12 co-ops, you have one seat on one co-op. Normally, that would cost you, if you were to buy each seat individually, be like $300. We were talking about putting a package up there where you can get 12 seats for $200 and save you $100. But that we're just not ready for that at this time. We're going to wait till we get make sure we got a real good return on the advertising we're doing for these co-ops, and then when we can let more people in, then we'll do that. Okay. So again, like Roger said, if you're in a VIP member, you're going to get one seat in the VIP co-op. Now, there's more people in the VIP co-op because of the free seats and stuff, and there'll be less people in the paid co-op. Okay, so that's why we said that if you want additional seats, you want to be in the second co-op, you can still do that too. So we do have VIP members who got their free seat in the VIP co-op, and they're buying seats in the paid co-op because they want to be part of that as well. There's two different types of advertising we're doing and two different types of testing. So that does increase your chances of getting a better result with the co-op. So that's why we allow that. So you can do that, but like I said, once we reach our quota, we're going to have to pull that back in, and then we'll turn it back on again when we're getting ready for the next one. So we should have a lot more information at that time, a lot more people coming in. So it should be really exciting. I'm ready to get this thing going and start seeing them, watching it grow, get people coming in, start helping these businesses and these individuals, and watch them get excited and start becoming affiliates and just referring people, because everyone who joins is automatically an affiliate. They just don't know it yet. And then it's up to us to educate them, and we will educate them with that. And that's a lot what these the Business Blasters webinar is going to be doing on either Thursday or Saturday, whichever you all like to go with. I do want to get your input on that. But once they find that out, they're going to start looking for people, especially program owners. It's going to get crazy. We can see people join like hook, line, and sinker, all over the place. Let me in, let me in, let me in. And we're going to see tremendous growth, and we're also going to see some tremendous growth in commissions too. So anyway, I want to thank you all for coming, and just keep doing what you're doing. You know, start when we open the doors, start inviting people. Be careful about sending out email. If you go through the training, by the way, and you're talking to someone, where do I go out here? Right here. So if you take this training and you send out an email like that, and then they want to know about Business Blasters, you can send them your link if you want to. You don't have to make a tiny URL there because you're interacting with them in email. That's not spam. Just be careful for email advertising, or advertisers say, oh yeah, we do email for you. Be very careful. Most of those don't do a good job. So you may want to avoid that, but just keep looking at Business Blasters, see what we have there, see what we're working on. Keep looking at the members area and for member news and that, and the affiliate portions of it. And you're going to also have, where I said, we're going to have some new products going in. And then once we get all launched and going good, we're going to introduce the perfect webinar product. I'll tell you, a lot of the business owners are going to be all over that one. They're going to be all over that. They're going to want to learn the training. They're going to want it built for them. They're going to want complete webinars made for them. So we'll be able to handle anybody with that. But it's a high ticket item, so that means a lot of commissions for you guys. And so that's what we got to look forward to. So we got so many things coming up. And you know, even me, when I got time, I'm putting some together for me, some for Roger, just for our own personal use, where we sell stuff still with like affiliate marketing, but high price items, maybe those generators that cost $24,000, $30,000 a pop. You know, set them up there, make a perfect webinar. We just let them go up by themselves. You know, we just direct a little traffic to it, and that's what a lot of people are going to be doing. They're going to be doing that either for their own program, products, or service, or going to be affiliate programs, and they're going to want one set up for them. It's going to go out there and it'll start making the money, and they're going to really benefit from that. So it's going to be huge the way we grow, and I'm just so excited about that. We finally get to do all of this and get past all the bumps in the road that we've been through, and just start moving forward and saying, all right, this is great, because it's wonderful. Again, I want to thank you for coming, and we will see you Saturday. So you take care, and bye-bye for now.